Beneath the sun-scorched landscapes of Australia, an animal unlike any other roams the open plains, the kangaroo. Instantly recognizable for its towering stance, powerful hind legs, and thick, muscular tail, the kangaroo is more than just an emblem of a nation. It is the product of millions of years of adaptation, fine-tuned for life in some of the harshest environments on Earth. From the shimmering heat of the inland deserts to the cool eucalyptus forests, the kangaroo thrives where many others struggle. Over the next 10 minutes, we embark on a journey deep into the biology, behavior, and remarkable survival strategies of this truly unique marsupial, a creature that continues to surprise even the scientists who study it. While most people picture a single iconic silhouette when they think of kangaroos, the truth is more complex. There are 4 distinct species, each adapted to their own corner of Australia's diverse landscapes. The red kangaroo, largest of them all, dominates the arid interior, standing over 2 meters tall and covering vast distances in search of food and water. The eastern gray kangaroo thrives in fertile grasslands and woodlands, often found grazing in large mobs at dawn and dusk. The western gray, smaller and stockier, is at home in the cooler, temperate regions, while the elusive antelope kangaroo inhabits the tropical savannas of the far north. These species share a common ancestry, but each has refined its biology to master the challenges of its specific habitat. The most iconic feature of the kangaroo is its movement, that extraordinary hop. At first glance, it seems almost whimsical, a quirky choice in the evolutionary playbook. But in truth, it is a masterpiece of efficiency. As a kangaroo bounds across the open plains, its long tendons act like giant springs, storing and releasing energy with each leap. Unlike running mammals, which burn more energy the faster they move, kangaroos actually become more efficient at higher speeds. This adaptation allows them to travel immense distances in search of scarce resources, conserving energy in a land where survival often depends on it. Supporting this unique mode of travel is another unexpected adaptation: the tail. Far from just being a counterbalance, the kangaroo's tail is a muscular, living pillar of strength. When moving slowly, kangaroos place their weight on the tail, using it like a third leg to propel themselves forward in a tripod gait. No other large mammal uses its tail in this way, making it one of the most distinctive and versatile appendages in the animal kingdom. If the kangaroo's anatomy is fascinating, its reproductive system is nothing short of astonishing. Female kangaroos possess not 1 but 3 vaginas. 2 lateral passages carry sperm to the ovaries, while the central birth canal is used for delivering young. This arrangement allows the female to maintain a continuous cycle of reproduction, a system so efficient that she can have 3 young at different stages of development at the same time. This is where one of nature's most remarkable phenomena comes into play: embryonic diapause. If environmental conditions turn harsh, the female kangaroo can pause the development of a fertilized embryo for months, resuming growth only when conditions improve. This means she may have a tiny developing embryo on hold, a small joey nestled in her pouch, and a larger joey outside still nursing, all simultaneously dependent on her. When that tiny newborn arrives, the journey it faces is nothing short of miraculous. Barely the size of a jelly bean, blind, hairless, and weighing less than a gram, the joey must navigate unassisted from the birth canal, guided only by instinct, to the safety of its mother's pouch. Once inside, it latches on to one of the mother's teats, which will swell in its mouth, securing it in place while providing a constant flow of nutrient-rich milk. The pouch itself is more than just a pocket of skin. It is a perfectly regulated nursery. Inside, warmth and humidity are maintained at ideal levels for the joey's growth. The mother's body can even produce 2 different kinds of milk at once, one rich and tailored for a newborn inside the pouch, and another suited for the needs of an older joey feeding from outside. Survival in Australia requires more than clever reproduction. It demands raw physical power. The hind legs of a kangaroo are among the most formidable in the natural world, capable of delivering kicks strong enough to deter predators like dingoes. These legs are driven by dense bundles of muscle fibers specialized for both explosive bursts and long-term endurance, a combination rarely seen in large animals. In the dry heart of the continent, water is often the most precious resource. Red kangaroos can survive for weeks without drinking, drawing moisture instead from the vegetation they consume. Their kidneys are adapted to conserve water, producing highly concentrated urine to minimize loss, a life-saving trait in a land defined by scarcity. Even in the relentless heat, kangaroos have evolved ways to keep cool. One of their most unusual behaviors is licking their forearms. Beneath the skin lies a dense network of blood vessels. As saliva evaporates, it cools the blood, lowering the animal's overall temperature, a natural form of air conditioning. Kangaroos are not solitary wanderers. They live in social groups called mobs, sometimes numbering in the dozens. These mobs provide safety in numbers, as many eyes and ears can detect danger far better than one. Within the mob, a dominant male often leads, controlling access to females and maintaining order through shows of strength. Male kangaroos display their dominance in fierce, ritualized combat. Balancing on their powerful tails, they grapple with their forearms and lash out with their legs, delivering crushing kicks. These contests are not simply brute force. They are tests of endurance, agility, and strategy. The winner earns the right to mate and the respect of the mob. To survive in open landscapes, kangaroos rely on acute senses, particularly their extraordinary hearing. Each ear can rotate independently, scanning for sounds from multiple directions at once. A faint rustle, the distant pad of paws, or the rumble of a vehicle can trigger an instant flight response. Their vision is equally well adapted to the demands of their environment. With wide-set eyes, kangaroos enjoy a near panoramic view, allowing them to detect movement from almost any angle. At dawn and dusk, when light is dim and predators are active, their eyes adjust, giving them an advantage in low-light conditions. Life as a kangaroo is not just about surviving. It's about mastering a unique set of skills shaped by millions of years of evolution. In the heat of rivalry, males engage in calculated duels, tails anchored firmly as they unleash powerful hind leg kicks. These battles are less about killing and more about establishing rank, a silent agreement between strength and restraint. Survival in the outback demands more than muscle. Kangaroos are water-wise strategists, drawing moisture from their food and conserving every drop through highly efficient kidneys. It's a delicate balance that allows them to endure when other creatures would wither. They are not merely grazers, but partners in the ecosystem. Each bite they take trims overgrowth, lessening wildfire risk, and each step scatters seeds that help renew the land. It's a quiet stewardship that shapes Australia's wild heart. Their story stretches back 25 million years, from forest dwellers to grassland giants, sculpted by an unforgiving land into the jumpery we know today. They rely on keen senses, especially smell, to detect food, water, and predators carried by the wind. And when danger comes, they escape in great fluid arcs, reaching speeds up to 35 miles per hour, their zigzag leaps outwitting pursuers. Communication is often silent, a flick of an ear, a twitch of the tail, a change in stance. This subtle language keeps the mob connected, especially during their nocturnal hours when they roam and feed under the cooler night sky. For humans, the kangaroo is more than an animal. It's a cultural emblem, from ancient Aboriginal Dreamtime stories to its place on Australia's coat of arms. It stands for resilience, adaptability, and connection to the land. And yet, despite all we've learned, there's still much we don't know about their reproductive timing, their shifting population patterns, and their full role in Australia's ecosystems. The kangaroo remains both familiar and mysterious.
A creature from another time, bounding forward into a future that still holds secrets. If this journey into their world has shown you anything, it's that kangaroos are more than just wildlife. They are living proof of nature's creativity and endurance, and that's a story worth remembering. If you've enjoyed this journey into the remarkable life of kangaroos, make sure to subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of the natural world. Every animal has a story, and here we tell them in full.